Hello, ladies and gentlemen. The Grand Spartan picked up right where we left off yesterday. Have not done anything since then. Need to kind of figure out what I'm doing now. I'm bouncing back and forth between 15 and 16, and it's just about to say 14 and 15. But anyway, I've trying to think of what the goal was and what I was going to try to accomplish today. Really get this thing close to being finished is what I would like to do today, if it's at all possible. I'd like to get this horde bunker done. I don't know if that's going to actually be possible today or not, but we are certainly going to make some ground on this base. I could probably get this from down below. I could just seal off some areas down there below and walk around. Walk up and walk down. Teetering on the edge here. Balancing on one foot here. Come on, that's not where I want it. You know where I want it. You know where I want that thing. I don't know why it took me so long. Haven't done much any gaming today. I played a little bit of 16. Got myself prepared for the next episode I'm going to do on that. We're going to play around with traps. I got the skill points unlocked for the spinning blade trap and the shotgun trap. Of course, I only had one shotgun I could put together, but anyway, gonna toy around with that a little bit. Excited about messing around with the new traps, generators, and all of that stuff. But now, why is this not wanting to? It's not wanting to line up for me. So I don't really notice the stutter today, but you know we don't have nearly the amount of wet concrete that we had yesterday. Very well could have been the case. Wet concrete causing all my issues, all my problems. I'm sure I could probably do this faster from below. I don't know why I'm toying around with it up here and trying to do this. There's an easier way to place frames on, well, let's see if it works on 15. I don't think it works on 15. Oh, I almost had it. All right. You're supposed to be able to hold down. There was something that Roland posted a video of, and I've never seen any of Roland's videos, but I watched this one clip. And he said if you hold down the left mouse button and slide the cursor over to the edge you're trying to place something on, you absolutely can, do it without having to walk out too far on the edge. And it worked. I tried it, Alpha 16, and maybe that, I didn't look at the date of that video. Maybe that was something that's current. I was thinking perhaps that applied to Alpha 14 or 15 or something, and I had been missing out on that the whole time. Probably should have done this little portion off recording. If I had enough, I could even extend this one more out. Just keep on going, keep on getting it. This is also kind of dual purpose. I can go up here and fire down upon them if they get stuck somewhere up here, which is, likely to happen here or there. But it also prevents those spiders from crawling up. That's something I haven't seen in Alpha 16, but a few of. I've only seen 2 or 3 spiders out of all of the zombies that come after me. I've only seen a couple spider zombies, so I don't know if they just reduce the rate, the spawn rate of those things, or what. This most recent horde video, I think I'm going to get it uploaded today. Boy, yesterday, and I apologize, yesterday's videos, I started those uploading at midnight my time, And at 7 p.m., the first of two finished. The second was still not done yet. So, uh, partly because they were about 25 gigs each, and I don't have the greatest internet connection over here. We had the best that we can have with Time Warner, or it's not Time Warner anymore. It's, I think, Spectrum. Still just crossing my fingers for gigabit any day now. They teased me about 6 months ago with a brochure and coming and running the line through my yard. And I thought right then, I was like, oh, hey, if they're running the line through the yard, couldn't be that long, right? I don't know when it's going to be, when it's going to get here. But anyway, once that's available, once I can get that gigabit, then we'll be rolling. I'll have... absolutely have the lossless setting turned on OBS, so you all are seeing what I'm seeing. Hey, we're almost done with this. Look at that. Really close. A couple more pieces here. A couple more pieces there. And we'll have a nice little place to walk out onto and shoot down upon the mini zombies. Yeah, they're going to be coming at this base. Nice. Still had 203 left, so I could go around it, one more time. But we may need those for something else. I don't know. Up here, though, let's get our rebar frames. And we need to get these like so. I need to get... try to quiet downstairs down a little bit there. They get a little crazy sometimes. Mini Spartan is big time into Overwatch, and he gets a little animated while playing that game with his buddies on Skype or Discord or whatever it is that they use. Someone asked me if I had Discord. I actually don't have Discord. I use Curse, and Curse and Twitch are kind of one now. I guess they've partnered. I had Discord a while back, but rarely used it. All of the Twitch streamers that I followed transitioned over to Curse. And since then, I have not... okay, this one right here needs to be left open. I see. I have not messed with Discord since. I may have even uninstalled that. But got my capture card in today. Pretty excited. Waiting all the other pieces to come in for the capture PC. And once I get all those pieces in, I'll be... It said delivery Thursday. I'm trying to think right now if... I can't remember if there was anything that I ordered separately that won't be here at the same time. But either way, it'll be here on Thursday, all the parts, and I can start as long as the M2 drive arrives in time. Might have it ready for Friday stream. It's hard to say, and I don't know what kind of time I'm going to have between Thursday and Friday to get that done. But building PC is really, a couple hour deal from start to finish. It really doesn't take that long to build one up from scratch. I'll go ahead and take this one apart, this old one, tomorrow. Get it stripped down and cleaned out. And I'll... Now, did I cover that up again? Son of a gun, Spartan. You can't cover that one, and you can't cover this one. But I'll try to, get that thing done. So Friday stream, when we jump on there, we'll have better quality stream. Have a streaming PC and a gaming PC like it was intended originally. I just didn't quite have the funds together to pick them both up at the same time. I was a bit tapped out. This is a lot of rebar. This is going to be a lot of concrete drying again. We're probably going to get that same silly glitch issue where things start to stutter and skip once I nail all of this down. Let's see. We'll find out. And that will answer for sure the question as to whether or not wet concrete will do it. Now, this most recent horde, 21-day horde, I guess it was, that I documented on Alpha 16, I got a lot of zombies. I don't know how many there were. I have it set to 64. I don't think it was 64. But anyway, I had a lot of them coming at one time. Never got a hiccup or anything, so it looks like it may be a little better optimized. I'll just have to figure out now what I need to do in order to increase the horde size, you know, so we can get it on up to like 128 per wave or something crazy like that eventually. Once we get established and get some bases built. See how much concrete and wood that I have. Probably enough. Most likely enough. Well, before I nail it, let me make sure that there's nothing else I want to do to this. I thought about putting bars in right here, but I don't know what kind of purpose that would serve. Let's just nail it. Nail it. Do it. So if we get that skipping, if it starts here in a minute, I'll know for sure that that's what it is. It's concrete drying. It makes everything lag up. It's so funny because it doesn't affect your frames per second. It just makes the screen skip. It's kind of odd. You'd think you'd be seeing a frame loss or something, but I don't know what that is. Never had it before until just recently. I gotta believe that me flipping back and forth between Alpha 15 and Alpha 16 has something to do with it as well. It's kind of starting a little bit just on the nail gun upgrade. So a few things I've noticed on Alpha 16 they have improved. They've improved the nail gun. They have improved laying blocks. Man, you almost can't place them fast enough. Like before, if we were to do this number right here, you know, well, of course I have a broken leg right now, but it's just a slow process. It's a lot cleaner, a lot tidier now. It's a lot faster, more efficient than it ever was before. And upgrading the blocks seems to be, you know, a little better. So every alpha, they get a lot better with everything. They take in account, you know, what everyone tells them on the forums, and I guess cipher through all of that. Plus, I guess some of them play themselves, like Joel himself. You know, he plays, so probably notice little things like that here and there. And I'm kind of glad to see that Joel has recently, I don't watch all of his videos. If I do, I just kind of skip through them, but I noticed that he was working on a castle build, and I like that because that helps someone like me who enjoys building, because he's going to start building and he's going to say, oh, this block placement's a little out of, you know, sync, or, you know, I don't like the way that is. And so the new block system that they have is just drastically improved. And I think partly because Joel gets on there, and I'm sure some of the other guys too, but Joel gets on there and is like, it just doesn't work like I want it to. You know, can we change this or can we do that? And so it's going to really help me. I've already noticed about a dozen things that are going to really help me out with building these large builds. Plus the harvesting resources has become so easy. I mean, once you get a pickaxe up to about 350, 400, you know, by then you'll have your miner 69er skill capped out. You'll have so much iron and stone, you won't know what to do with it all. So, you know, excited about that it's really this Alpha 16. It feels like it's catering to the builders a little bit more than just the, you know, your average survivor that likes to scavenge and whatnot. Of course, I guess caters to them too. There's a lot of scavenging on here. You no longer have 2 hardware stores in the hub city. You have to go all around to find the different crates and stumble across the working. There are still working stiff stores and whatnot, but not like it used to be. And I forgot to set my timer again, but that's all right. We'll just go for a little while here until I feel good about it. Until I feel good about it. Can't probably just climb down here like a so. And do the same thing to the others. Whoa. Same thing to the other side. Same thing to the other side. We could take those rebar frames down. We do not need those any longer. Nice. Yeah, see, it's skipping a little bit now. It's skipping a little bit. Is it the concrete that's trying to dry? Is that what it is? I don't know if you can notice that. You see it, but I certainly see it and can feel it. I noticed yesterday's episode started out like that. Yeah, the frames are good. So let me get out here again. Probably need to... Now, this is the one thing I don't like right here. I don't like that at all. It's kind of sticking up in the air. Like it just don't care. It would be pretty cool if I could put some bars across there. I wonder if you can. I don't think it allows placement of the bars in that area. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Let's see here. It's not going to let me do it. It's either going to be up this block or down that block, but you can't place in between. No matter how hard I try, it will not work for me because it is not allowed, and that's all right. I'm just curious. Just curious. Let's go down here and use another splint. These right here, so beneficial in Alpha 16. There are just fields of those things, and once you get those, get your pickaxe leveled up and all, man, you're in business for resources. So I'm gonna need to make some storage as well. I don't think I have any nails over here. Might have to go to the building across the street and get myself some nails. How many resources we have left? We have enough. So here's some more wet concrete. Lag things up a bit more. If we didn't have enough already, we're about to add some more. So I don't know. I mean, lighting. We could add some lighting to this build. The drawback to the lighting is that it drops your frames per second. Oh, shoot. Well, that's how you fix that. I don't know if I really like these lights being here or not, but it does give us some light at least. Better than no light at all. Should have never put those ramps down so soon, but... Or I should have upgraded them as I put them down. I knew that's where they were going to go, so... Alright. We'll make our way on around and finish this out. Then I need to crank up the old auger. One thing I haven't found on Alpha 16 yet, an auger, but I need to crank it up and grind out this sand, which will only take a minute to get rid of. Before I forget, let's go ahead and pick up this rebar here. The horde will be running in at me and I'll be walking across that thing. And we have enough rebar saved up. I need to maybe load up my inventory and the mini bike and head back over to the hub city at some point and dump a lot of the good resources over there. Of course, we're going to use up all of the steel, I'm sure. Matter of fact, let's do that now. Let's get these pillars turned to steel. We're not going to do all the pillars, the segments, I mean, of the pillars. We're just going to do, you know, a handful. Let's see. Let's get some steel in our inventory. Let's do a sort. Let's dump that out. Let's get another stack of wood. Oh yeah, the lag or whatever you want to call that is real. I can feel it when I click on this stuff. Ugh, hopefully that goes away. We certainly have to get that taken care of before the horde gets here. And we do have some time, so I'm sure it will. We'll do 3. We will leave the top concrete. There's no need to waste 10 steel on each one of those top segments. Got all crazy with the paint tool on Alpha 16 and painted up a room. I was all like a little kid at Christmas with that paint tool. That and the bulletproof glass, I think, are the 2 things I look forward to the most. The traps, yeah, I mean, they'll be fun to play with and all. You know, we'll make some bases out of them, electricity and whatnot. But things like that, you know, being able to use that paint tool and the bulletproof glass, being able to make a proper base with glass, functional glass, you know, glass that's not just there just for looks. It'll serve a purpose, and we'll be able to utilize it to our advantage in a couple different ways that I could think of. But being able to see through and see the zombies at nighttime coming at you in the horde, and not have to worry about a cop spitting or exploding and taking out the entire segment of glass in that area. It's a beautiful thing. 3,000 hit points. It also acts as a sort of an early game buffer. I don't know if buffer is the word, but it makes it so that you really have to have some good quality tools before you go looting some of the bigger buildings, because you ain't gonna pick through 3,000 hit points with a stone axe early game to go loot a building. Excuse me, you know, and it's just like the walls of the buildings are reinforced concrete. The glass is 3,000 hit points. So it pushes you back so that you really have to try to force yourself to get to steel, at least iron, but to try to get to steel, get that minor 69 or up and all of that. You know, I like that. I like that. I went over to some big building early game, day 3 or 4 or something. I was like, oh, I'm going to loot this sucker and come out with my pockets full. Nope, didn't even get inside. I was so disappointed. And they also, inside those large buildings, I saw something describe them as vertical dungeons. And there are sections in there that are blocked off by steel, kind of like these bars up here. A lot of hit points, and you really need to have yourself a steel pickaxe to get into those efficiently and move your way through the building. Yeah, plus the fact that you're clearing sleepers the whole time in there. You know, you're not just running through picking up loot now. No, you're clearing guys out of the way. Zombies out of the way before you can ever pick up loot. I guess we'll make these steel. There's no need to not make those steel. That way, just in case they want to get up in there and get silly and start beating on things, we're prepared. All the resources we have, there's no need to skimp on any of this stuff. So we're almost done, and we have a lot of steel left, because I think I still have some in the storage chest. I'm sure I certainly have some over at the Hub City base. I'm sorry, I just got through eating a really large supper. It's been a pretty long day. I am exhausted. I still have one more episode to record tonight too. I don't know how I'm gonna make it. I have to go get a cup of coffee or something and sip on that, maybe pick me up. So that's looking good. All right, let's break out the old auger. A little bit of gas here probably get us around. Maybe we go 3 out, I guess we go 3 out. We'll go out so that we're even with the light is what we'll do. Something like that. Don't really want to make any unnecessary holes, so I'm just going to click. I know we're going to probably draw some screamer attention over here by me doing it that way, but I don't want to just hold down on the button. Ah, I did it right there. Son of a gun, Spartan. What we're going to do here is we're going to come back through. We're going to lay down some rebar. We're going to upgrade this, at least the first few out. That will prevent any cops coming up. Say we're up top with a sniper rifle and I get a good shot or two off on a cop, but I don't kill him and he runs up here and explodes. Then there's this giant hole in the sand right here. Now, even if that were to happen, this is a free fall design. They are just going to dig right over here and fall into the pit anyway. You know, they can't get to us. But I'd like for it to work as intended. Have them run up to the little checkerboard and fall in that way instead of you know, digging their way in from over here. I guess either way, whatever works, but something I probably should have done long ago is what I'm doing right now. I should have had this all rebarbed up already, and then right now we just have to go through and just bounce around between all those different series, trying to buy some time between Alpha 15 and 16. I know some of you have probably lost a little interest in Alpha 15. Those of you who hung with me, you know, tip of the old hat to you. I really appreciate you, and coming here, tuning in each and every day. I would have probably stopped Alpha 15 long ago, but based on the viewership has dropped off drastically in the past month or two, everyone anticipating Alpha 16, and I know I'm probably one of those channels that's left behind the wayside. Everyone's going to the channels that are playing Alpha 16 experimental, and I don't want to get too deep into that. You know, I don't want to spoil our Let's Play series. I just want to give a little bit of something here and there, what I'm doing on the server and testing things out. But for those of you who have stuck here, hung here with me since the start of this series, I can't thank you enough. Incredible support, all of those kind donations and comments each and every day, all the thumbs up, thumbs down, you know. Let your opinion be heard. Brian Spartan does not mind. The old thumbs down. Let's see if we can. Oh, there we go. Nice. Now I could probably go one around this way. Let's do it like that. You know, let's do two. Let's do two. All right, let's just keep it uniform and do three. Why not? We have plenty of resources. It's not like I'm hurting for resources over here. It's gonna guarantee us too that they don't break anything that they're not supposed to break. That's 1, 2, 3. Whoa, what happened there? Did you see that? Oh, I fell in a hole. I apologize about the lack of kind of talking. Sort of losing my voice a little bit the past couple days. I don't know what that's all about. Doing too much talking. Too much talky talk. We're almost done here. We'll go ahead and place the frames. Looks like some of that concrete must have finished drying because I'm not getting that lagging thing I was getting before. It's bad. It's getting better. So most of that concrete must be drying up there. I need to make some lighting for the inside of this thing. And we'll do a little base preview of this video too. Hopefully I get it all finished. And I'm pretty sure I will. 280. So we still have a couple full days. Get this thing sort of finished up. And get a base preview video done for our last hurrah here on Alpha 15. And then off to Alpha 16 for some new base designs. I was thinking today, I got a little smile on my face. I was thinking about a couple bases I could create with those new traps, and it's like, oh yeah, I can think of a couple things I could do with that. And just a vision popped in my mind, and I was like, ooh, we could get pretty intricate with some base designs with some of these new traps that they have available. Pretty intricate. So it's like this, you know, where we're at on day 277 here for this Let's Play. By the time we're at this point on Alpha 16, so there are only so many things we can build and so many things we can do on 15. And then we have all of these resources left over. But on 16, we're going to have so many, unless they nerf it. They could nerf it, but you're going to have so many more resources by this point in the game. And there's so much more, like, I want to say so much more to build. There'll be so many more options when building that we'll be able to create bases that, you know, look nothing like anything we've ever done before. And they're going to be more efficient and more fun to watch. Like I said, I got a smile on my face today when I made a few traps. And I looked at them. I didn't place them. I just made them and looked at them, what they would look like on the floor. And I thought, you know, I can already think of about a dozen different ways to use those things and base designs and styles we could come up with to utilize the traps. Oh boy, we're getting running zombies here. Running zombie. Come here, running zombie. Too bad, Mr. Zombie. Oh, this must be a wandering horde. I don't see any more. Yes, indeed. There really might be a wandering horde over there somewhere. Some may have actually fallen into the pit. I don't hear any zombies, so I don't know. I do not know. But I do have some more street lights here. Need to place those out somewhere. Maybe make a few more. I don't know. I don't know what kind of resources we're sitting on back at Hub City for those lights. But need to go back and assess all of that since we have time. And we'll put the finishing touches of some lighting. Maybe a couple lights downstairs, a couple lights upstairs, and then put some lighting for the exterior portion of the base. Out here as well, around the edges, so forth and so on, so we can see. Probably cover that in tomorrow's episode. We'll probably cover putting the finishing touches on with the lighting on this particular base build, base design. This is a lot of frames. We're almost out. Do we have any more on us? Son of a gun, we don't have any more on us. It's okay, because I have a chest full of them over there. Let's go grab those up real quick here. Finish this on out. Get them upgraded. Shouldn't need the bars in our inventory any longer. Where's our sand? Sand is in here. Okay. Need to make some corner pieces as well. Only need 4. So the filter gate limiter should be in here, I guess tomorrow maybe. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so well that's today if you're watching this now, but I get that thing hooked up and toy around with it, play around, try to dial all the settings in on it and get some better quality audio for the videos here. Be nice if I can figure out how to get the game sound to run through there too. Get a nice quality game sound along with the voice. Son of a gun, Spartan. Well, I'm surprised there are no screamers. After all of that clickety-clicking we did with the auger. And no screamers. Oh, I thought there were gonna be screamers. Oh yeah, the lag is gone, but it's about to be back. We're about to get a lot of wet concrete going right here. Have to be careful with concrete too, that I don't touch any dried concrete and waste any steel. Nice. So we've come a long ways on this build. It took a while. On the streams, sometimes I feel like you all probably get bored just watching me do this. Those of you who are dedicated to the channel and just enjoy seeing it all, you know, don't mind. But I get those streams going, and I get a lot of new people in there too, and whatnot, never been to the channel and don't know that my focus or priority is building on the channel. You're like, oh, why don't you do something else? You know, this is kind of boring. So, and I've not really had a lot of comments like that lately, but yeah, I can just see from the viewers coming in and dropping out when I'm doing this for a long time, and you know, put it 2 and 2 together that it's probably a little boring to watch me do what I'm doing here. So I'll do treasure chest and scavenging, killing zombies and all that just to change it up, but. So I have taken some breaks from working on this in the past couple weeks, but for the most part, you know, we've come a long ways in a short time on this build. It was easy to dig out with the being sand the way it is. It's no problem digging it out, but putting all the blocks back in. I have so much stone from digging to bedrock so many times over. That I'll never use before the alpha flips over. Even if we were a month from now, I'd still have a huge surplus of stone. Because any build I do, so I collect all this stone, right? And then I go do another build. And so whatever I didn't make into concrete from before, then I'm collecting even more stone and sand for the next build because I'm digging that out. We used up a good bit of it when we were doing those above ground style bases. Even then, we were still digging underground a little bit, but man, we did some builds so far on Alpha 15 that were mostly underground or to bedrock, and that took up a ton of, or added a ton of stone to our storage. Like I said, as soon as I go to use it all up in the next build, here we go again. Let's find a new chest or two to store it all in. So we're more than halfway around. Not noticing that lagging issue here yet. Just a stutter here or there. Almost to the end. My only friend, the end. Yeah, I'm noticing that stutter a little bit now. It really must be the concrete drying, like, you know, one of you said. I don't think I had ever noticed that before, but it really must be, especially when you do a massive amount like we've done on this build at one time. Like you see here, 3 wide and, I don't know, 40 by 4 or whatever. We're out of concrete. Son of a gun, Spartan. Right there at the end, too. Well, while we're there, we can make some corners. Corner. Full corner. We want 4 of those. Oh, there they go. Bloop, 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 bloop. And we have enough scrap, I think, to do all 4 corners. I know I have an inventory or storage full of scrap, too. I could grab if I had to. So let us shifty clicky that on over. Get another stack of wood. And none of this needs to be steel out here. Only concrete. Need to upgrade these lights. Nice. Could have done a corner piece right there, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Just leave it like that and it's okay. Try not just stepping on this cactus. I was just about to say, I'm trying not to destroy any of the cactus out here. Let those stay there so they help us add a little defense to the base. You know, a little natural defense. Nice. Well, that all came together nicely today. Let's take a step back over here. And when I take that trip over to make more lighting, I'll grab... Let's make sure I don't have any over here. We do. We have 6 more here right now. Let's get the pillars. Where are the pillars? The pillars. There they are right there. 79. Okay. Where could we put? Let's go over here where our entrance is at, and we'll put some over there for sure. Were we 5 or up or 6? I think we were 6. Oh, I did not mean to jump off without putting the light up top. I think I'm going to put it like that. You know what I mean? And light up the entrance there for the mini bike. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Does not matter. Oh, you can't break your leg but once there. I mean, I guess I could break the other leg. Switch it on and... Well, that's kind of neat looking, I guess, you know, driving up in there. Driving on, I got my hand on the wheel. Do, 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 do. Now we have to take out the boulders there. They're going to be directly in our path. We try to drive into the base. Nice. Nice. Looks real nice. So I have 4 lights left. I could... Let's get up here and take a look from above. Maybe put one facing that way, right here. Why not? Let's do it. We'll go up 5. And then... oh, I need to use a first aid kit. Is that right? Looks right. Ow. Might as well face those away. On the other side. Such a nice sound. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. And maybe... oh, I gotta do it here. Maybe I put one in the center facing that way. One in the center facing that way. We'll have it covered all the way around. I'll have to go back to the hub city and see. If I don't have the resources, they have plenty of time to gather some better, you know, some more parts for that. All right, well, that looks good. I'm excited. Looks like we're driving down some kind of little avenue right here with the lights aiming together like that, facing together, I meant. What we're going to do now is we're going to get wooden frames out. We're going to step back over here. Get about midways. I'll leave you with the sights. Sounds of our new base. So that's our checkerboard defense right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's starting to look like, starting to come together. Have a kind of silly looking mini bike entrance over there, but hey, it works. It's gonna work. It's fine. Looks good. It's gonna do what we need it to do. Well, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for hanging out with me again today. We come back tomorrow. We'll do a little bit of finishing touches on the interior portion, get some lighting done, make it look that much better. Then we'll, all the concrete should be dry. Upgrade whatever else it is we're going to upgrade to steel. Carry all of our stuff back to the hub city and get it out of here. And we're ready to take on the 280-day horde. Well, have yourselves a good day, good evening, wherever you may be located, and I'll see you all tomorrow.